When we started our adventure in Japan, we were excited to experience all the new and fascinating culture and foods and the beautiful landscapes that we would see. But what we hadn't anticipated was how deeply moved we would be by the stories and museums and all the still visible effects of the Great East Japan earthquake and the tsunami that happened in 2011.
Ishinomaki lies about 210 miles northeast of Tokyo. At 2:46 p.m. on March 11th, there was a 9.0 earthquake that struck off the Pacific coast of Miyagi Prefecture, where Ishinomaki is. It caused fires, it caused buildings to collapse, and created a tsunami that came ashore 20 to 30 minutes later and eventually rose to almost 7 meters in Ishinomaki City. It was a cold, snowy day with fire and water and earthquakes. In Ishinomaki, the tidal wave came in on the shore at 6.0 meters, but rose to about 7 meters inland. In other places on the coast, it raised as high as 25.8 meters. Prior to the earthquake, Ishinomaki was just a nice, quiet coastal town. But as you can see between these before and after pictures, whole sections of the city were just washed back out to the ocean. There's a museum in Ishinomaki, which formerly was the Kadanawaki Elementary School, which was devastated by the fire, the earthquake, and the tsunami. And this museum has lots of artifacts, pictures, and stories, as well as poetry about that day. In the gymnasium of the school, there is a sign that became a rallying cry that was painted after the tsunami that means "Stay strong, Ishinomaki," and so you'll see it in through many of these videos. Information here is about the actual elementary school and how they had to get the children out, had to get them across up a hill during the fire, during the cold. So there's a lot of pictures, and you can just see the devastation caused by the earthquake and then the subsequent water damage from the tsunami. This particular elementary school, Kadanawaki, which suffered a great loss due to the fire, the good news is that all the children that were in this school were able to be evacuated. The sad news is, for some of them, they were not able to be reunited with family members who had died due to the tsunami. This is a model of the neighborhood and the school. You can see the school in the center, the white building. Right behind the school is kind of like a hill or a mountain that all they had to do was get up the mountain and they were safe from the rising tsunami waters. You can see from these photos that this school had a great reputation and a great history of teaching the children. They practiced evacuations just in case for the tsunami, which was one of the reasons that there was so much little loss of life coming from this school area.
So here you see what the school looks like today, and it's closed and now used as a museum where you can walk through and see the images and learn about the events of that day. And we would highly recommend going to this museum.
Just in front of their school, there's a memorial park where an entire neighborhood used to have been, and it's now been turned into a park for that. In addition, the city of Ishinomaki has established these uh, seawalls that go the length of the city. They're very tall and provide protection from any future tsunamis. At the memorial park, you can see the original Stay Strong Ishinomaki sign, as well as a telephone pole that shows the high water mark of the tsunami of 6.9 meters. And you can just imagine that there are houses all in this area. A whole city used to be in this place.
There you'll also find an eternal flame to keep alive the memory of the 3,500 Ishinomaki people who were killed in the tsunami, as well as a memorial to a young American teacher. She was 24 years old. After safely evacuating her students, she headed home and on the way met the tsunami, which took her life.